Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Sorry, I had a technical issue. Sorry about that. Yay, can you hear me? Okay, great. All right, let me just get comfortable here. Hello, everybody. All right, so I'm going to jump right in. I will do the name checking at the end. I see all of you are here. I did want to ask for really quick for prayers for my sister and her little doggy Opie. He was diagnosed with cancer yesterday, so please send prayers to him. He is in Sacramento. His name is Opie. So please give a love to little Opie. And Lucy's behind me. She's sleeping. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start real quick with Rudy, our lovely little that got more than okay. All right. And if I buffer, I buffer. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So I'm going to look at him, and if you've been watching the channel, you know, I've been saying like he's been on my radar. He's been on my radar. So I think he's been on my radar because all of this stuff was happening, right? We didn't know it was all happening behind the scenes, but it's happening. So, all right. So I'm just going to see what's going on with him, where this is going. So just give me a second. And then my husband's there doing the questions. So hey, say hi to Adam. He's doing all the technical stuff tonight. So thank him. Thank you, Adam. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I just heard unbelievable. So he was surprised. He was surprised, very surprised. He did not see this coming. He did not get a heads up. Nobody gave him a heads up. Poor Rudy. He kept a lot of things he shouldn't have. He kept a lot of things that he shouldn't have. To me, it feels like videos, phone conversations, recordings, things he shouldn't have kept. Like he told people, "I'll get rid of this," or I'm going to get rid of this, and he didn't. So that happened. So and he didn't know this was coming. So he didn't get a heads up. Okay, so now I'm going to say entertainment purposes only. I've heard something about a hit, so I'm just saying that. I feel like because they have no friends anymore on the inside, they might want to like keep him quiet. So I don't know what that is. So I'm just, I don't have any inside knowledge. It's entertainment purposes only. I just heard something about a hit. Yeah, this is not good. It's not good for him. Yeah. I think they're going to be even surprised what they got on him. So that's what I got for Rudy so far. That's all that's coming out. So yeah, ruh-roh. All right. So where would you guys like to start? We'll just do some as many questions as we can fit in for the time being. So okay. Will folks be done with Ted Cruz even more now after dozing in his address? Will this be another nail in Cruz's coffin? Okay, so let me just look at Ted Cruz as a whole. So one second. It's weird. I feel almost like he might end up leaving. It almost feels like they might, to me, it almost feels like he might change positions, like go to something in the state, not the Senate, but try to run for, I don't know, something else. It doesn't feel like the Senate though. That's kind of weird. I don't know why that came up, but it almost feels like he might be leaving. And there's something with him with money. I almost want to say taxes. That's what it feels, because it feels like business money. It feels like money, that kind of money. It doesn't feel like stocks or that kind of stuff. It feels like business. So I feel like it could be taxes. So yeah, I mean, all of these guys, they're just such crooks and criminals and whatever. So that's what I got for him, which is kind of weird. You know, the dozing off, I feel like, I think he thinks it makes it look like, oh, he was so boring, I dozed off, but it doesn't, I don't feel like people were very happy about it. And even in his own party, I don't think they liked that. I thought they thought it was, you know, looked bad, but that's all that I got on Ted Cruz. So that's what I got. Is it safe for the U.S. to lower its restrictions on COVID? I feel like at least what they've done so far, they've got it right. I feel like there'll be adjustments in, they're going to keep adjusting when it comes to like big or things like you know, sports events and stuff like that. I feel like they're going to keep adjusting and adjusting. But I feel like so far what they've said is correct. I feel like it's safe. As far as like with the wearing masks outside, you know, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to anymore. Those kinds of things that they just put out, I feel like that is okay. That's safe. The big venues and things like that and travel, I feel like they're going to keep adjusting and adjusting. So that's not quite there yet, but I feel like that they'll just keep adjusting it as they need to. That's what it feels like. So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of bright. It's hurting my eyes. Okay. Can you read on the Florida voting amendments? Florida voting amendments. There's going to be a court challenge. It sounds it feels like it feels like a court challenge. They're going to be challenged in court. There's something about it that to me it seems like a rights thing. I don't know anything about this, but I heard court. I think it's going to be challenged in court, whatever they're doing. So the Florida voting amendment. There's something about standing up in court. I don't know anything about this, so I'm not really sure what that means. I have no context, but that's what I'm getting, is that it's something about the court, the court will decide, or the court will get involved in that. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not positive about that. I'm confused. Oh gosh, Bill Barr. Okay, 1 second. I just heard he's cooperating. That is like breaking news. He's cooperating. I feel like it's secret though. I feel like it's under wraps. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was not expecting that at all. Tell me more. Tell me more. What is, oh my gosh. Okay. He's lending a hand. He's helping them. I feel like they've got something. I feel like they've got something over him. I don't feel like it's prison time, but I feel like they got something. They've somehow reeled him in, but he's cooperating. He's lending a hand. That's what I heard. Lending a hand. He's cooperating with Merrick Garland. He's cooperating with the Justice Department. It's secret. Nobody knows. Well, we know now. And I feel like that's part of because I feel like everything's written down, like statements. They're taking statements from him. And I feel like that's part of it, is like he doesn't want anyone to know that he's doing this right now. I'm sure it will probably eventually come out that he was cooperating, but that's what's happening. At least that's what I heard. So, breaking news, he's cooperating. Okay. The DOJ, DeJoy held accountable. Okay. Will DeJoy be held accountable? I just heard tread lightly. I feel like for some reason they're having to be careful with him right now. It kind of feels like they're having to be careful. They're having to be I just heard tread lightly. And I'm waiting for more because I'm not exactly sure what that means. He's eventually going to go. Okay, so this is what it feels like. It feels like while he has to still be there, they're treading lightly. They're being very careful because he still has power. He still can change things, do things. Once he is removed, that's when they're going to start investigating, looking into him. So we won't see, I don't think we'll see any movement on him until after he's out. But I do feel like he's going to go. I just feel like it's a process. They're going to have to, it's going to take a little bit of time. But once he's gone, it's like, it feels like they're on him. It's like they're right on him. So that's what it feels like. I hope that answers that question. That was a hard one because it wasn't, it was like putting together a puzzle, that one. Okay. Will Biden be able to sell his big bills? Okay, I just heard yes and no. So 1 second. Okay, so the ones I feel pretty confident in, that I feel like, okay, this is going to get done. Infrastructure, somehow I feel like the George Floyd bill and the Voting Rights Act, and then this, the one about jobs. The other one, I feel like there might be some contention around the family one, the Family Act, that one that he was trying to do. I feel like there's going to be some like push and pull on that one. I even think they might run on that in some way in like 2020, like use it to get Democrats back in so they can do this. So I feel like they're holding back, but I feel like there's something about it that it's a push and pull. They're but they're going to use it in some way. So I feel like, but those are the ones that seem like they're going to go through. The family one with like the education and stuff, I feel like that one is, I'm just feeling like a tug of war kind of. But I feel like for whatever reason with that bill, 2020 is coming up. So I don't know if that's, people want that, and so Democrats get back in, or the Democrats use that to get back in, something about that. Yeah, if you want it to pass in thank you, Dawn. Yeah, if you want it to pass in 2022, vote for the Democrats. Absolutely. Okay. Will the police that were with Chauvin when George Floyd died be found guilty? Okay, so I just heard yes, but I feel like it's it may be less so than, or less of a there's something about this that feels a little disappointing. So it feels low to me, like it's a low bar, or it's a low something. So I'm hearing yes, but I feel like it's going to be what they're actually convicted of is kind of like the lowest bar kind of thing. But I feel like yeah. I feel pretty confident about that, but it just feels like it's low. It's low. Okay. Are they going to stop the Arizona recount? Okay. So yeah, we're talking about the Arizona, that stupid count, the fourth count that they're doing with this weird company and stuff. So let me look at that. I mean, they're calling it an audit, even that's not really what it is. Intimidate, something about intimidating. I think they might get into trouble because of intimidating. I don't know who they're intimidating, reporters or voters or something, but it feels like they're going to get in trouble for intimidating people or something. It's interesting because I think they're going to say like, we found stuff or we found things, but it's going to be like null and void. Whatever they do, it's almost like we found this, and then it's like something else happens where it's like, no, that's not it at all. So I feel like they're going to make like a mountain out of a molehill, kind of like a Rudy Giuliani, that how he kept being like, oh, pulling weird things out, a case here and a case there. It feels like that kind of thing. And but it feels like the courts or somebody comes in and says, no, that's not right. So I feel like it's going to put make our blood pressure go up a little bit while this is going on, but I feel like it will turn out okay. It will be okay. Things will be, you know, it will be put in its place, basically what this is. Because I feel like it's weird. I just feel like it kind of unravels. So I feel like they go in, they do this count, and then they're like, oh, we found this stuff. And then it's just kind of unravels, kind of like everything with Trump and his lawyers and all that. Once you like put him in the hot seat, once you start getting him in, like, you know, interviewing him and stuff, it all kind of just falls apart. And that's what it feels like. It feels like they're going to try to make a case, but there's nothing there. It's nothing. They're going to try to make, you know, make mountains out of molehills, and it's just not going to work. There's no appetite for it anymore. You know, people are wanting to move on. You know, I really do think people want to move on from the not necessarily accountability, but they want people held accountable. But I feel like as far as the election results, I think people are like, okay, we're done with that. We're moving on now. There's just no taste for it. So that's what I'm getting. Read on the situation in India. Yes, let's look at India. I did read on that on the channel. It was either in my last video or the one before, so you could go see that as well. But I'll read on it now and see what comes up. I just heard help is on the way. So I feel like not only do they have like spirit support help, I feel like the world is going to start helping, sending in whatever it is, like Doctors Without Borders, or, you know, these programs. So I feel like it just kicks in all of a sudden. Okay, 1 second. It's going to get difficult for a little while, but it will get better. I feel like there's a ramping up of like medical stuff, medical personnel, all of that kind of stuff. And then there's like this ramping up of vaccine. So it's like these different fronts of like ramping things up and trying to get a hold of it. They eventually will, but I feel like there's going to be some difficult several weeks. I don't feel like it will be months and months. I feel like it may be 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that, which I know seems like forever in something like this, but it does feel like they eventually get hold of it on both ends. It's like they get hold of the medical crisis, and then they also kind of start really ramping up the vaccines, and so it starts to, you can see a difference, but it does feel like it will be a few weeks. And I think it will be, they have, what I keep being shown, and I was shown this before, is that there's a lot of older people, but there's lots of like multi generations living in households. And so it's sweeping through like households. It feels like so it won't just get one person would be sick, and so they quarantine. It's like it will go into one person, the whole family will get it. So it's like it's just spreading, you know, like crazy. But that's part of the reason. And also a lot of older, big older population as well. They're going to get hold of it. It's just it will take, I would say, maybe a few weeks, unfortunately. Will there ever be an openly LGBTQ president of the US? I just heard vice. So I think we are going to have an LGBTQ vice president soon. Sooner than president, but I just heard vice. I'm asking within how long? Within how long? For 2024, 2024, would that make sense? 2024, that's what they're saying. So I just got a 4. So I think either 4, I mean, either way, 4 years, for 2024, something like that. So something around that time frame. It's the one thing that it's the one thing that I cannot get used to in doing this work is that timing is very difficult, and it's very annoying, and I try not to get annoyed, but but I do the best I can. I'm sorry about that. But I'm getting like 4 years, 2024, something like that. Vice president. So interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope, sooner rather than later we get past all of these kind of prejudices, because it will just be better for all of us. So many people in, different cultures, races, genders, there's so much talent out there. And once you open those doors, it just opens up this whole other world of even more talent to come in and do wonderful things. So, okay. Who in the Senate, who are going to be indicted for their part in 1-6? Okay, so 1 second. Who will be indicted? Indicted. Gohmert? Just heard that. It's pretty loud and clear. Something about him, though. There's something about I feel like literally right now, I mean, well, not literally, right around this time, they're going through phone stuff. Because I'm just seeing all these phones, like click, 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 click. I feel like they're going through all of these phones, and maybe the cell tower stuff and all that. So I feel like that's happening right now. And so I don't even know if they've decided like who's going to be indicted, but I just heard Gohmert. And I also, there's something with Holly as well. There's something about money, somebody giving money to this. I feel like it's like out of the country and also in the country. So people in the country giving money and out of the country giving money. So I feel like there's a lot of threads right now they're following. So I feel like they're definitely following them. And I do think people are going to be indicted. As far as exactly who right now, that's the only name I got was Gohmert, but I don't think that's the only one. I feel like, because I'm seeing all of these different, like I just told you, I'm like seeing these phone things. I'm seeing there's a lot of threads I feel like that are being followed, but they're following them. They're going to follow them. Okay. Okay. And whoop. Okay. The Mercers financed a lot of far-right nationalist movement here in the U.S. and other democratic countries. Want to destroy democracy? Will they ever be accountable? Okay. So 1 second. So I just heard the long game. There's something about, because I was feeling like taxes and stuff like that, and I feel like the long game. So I feel like so they're closing all these loopholes, right? They're going to start cutting off all these tax things. They're going to start making people pay their fair share, that kind of thing. I feel like some of these people, like the Mercers and people like that, that are like, oh, we don't want to do that. we're gonna try to keep cheating the tax system. They'll be caught up in that. So I don't know if they'll actually be accountable for this in particular. It's weird because I feel like what they're doing now, as far as money, as far as who they support and stuff like that, nothing is technically illegal, but it's going to become illegal. And so if they keep doing it, they will get snared, they will get caught up in it, and they will be held accountable. And I feel like some of this stuff, like, they have to keep doing it. So I really do feel like these people are going to try to find a way around this stuff, and they're not going to be able to, and they'll be caught up in it. They'll be held accountable. They'll have to be, because it will be the law. So that's what it just feels like. The things are going to be changing in a way that aren't going to be, if they keep doing what they're doing, they'll have to be held accountable. They'll have to be arrested and charged, and because it'll be against the law. Does that make sense? Okay. Who's behind the microwave attacks on the White House? Can someone tell me about the microwave attacks on the White House? Does anyone know about this? Who's behind the microwave attacks on the White House? Oh. Investigating a serious directed energy attack. Okay. Okay, so let me look at that. That's weird. I just heard military. It's weird. Something about this feels like an exercise. It feels like it's something about military. It's like they're testing something. It's weird. Because I feel like it's whatever they did, it's like not all they could do. So it feels like it's like a test. It almost reminds me of like the fishing expeditions that are done, where they dip, they do something small, but it's not nearly what they could do. It's weird because I feel like it's I want to say like it's funded by Russia, but I don't feel like it's them. Okay. Weapons can't, being hit with those are military. So I think it may be more than one entity or one country. It's weird. I'm getting like, so I feel like there's something about, okay, let me just put it this way. There's something about Russia and money, and there's something about the military, and there's something about it being a test, something about testing something. That's what I can tell you. I don't want to surmise too much, you know, because that's what I'm getting. That's all I'm getting on that. And I'm waiting for like other things, but I'm not really getting anything. Will the gun violence calm down? Okay. Calm down. I actually feel like this might be kind of a hard summer. Unfortunately, with gun stuff. It's weird too, because it just feels like, but it doesn't have to be like that. If they could put some of these things in place, if, you know, it just feels like it doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't need to happen. But I think it's going to be a hard summer. Doesn't that just make you sick? I mean, honestly, we're so tired. We're all so tired. Okay. Are you feeling any earthquakes this year? Ugh. There's something about the South, but I think it could be Southern California, actually. I don't think it's like the South. I think it must be Southern California. I also feel like a weird country. I can't put my finger on, and this is where it's like geography is not my thing. Unless I hear the country, I'm not going to know, but it feels like somewhere like, I want to say like the Philippines, but I don't think that's it. Indonesia, maybe? What is around the Philippines, you guys? What is around that area? What else is there? I think it could be Indonesia. It feels like a place like they don't have earthquakes, or, you know, it's weird that they're having an earthquake. But I also feel like it's a very poor country. Everything's very unstable there. So that's what I have. But it feels like Philippines, Malaysia, maybe Taiwan. No, I feel like it's Indonesia. That's what I want to say. But they have earthquakes all the time. It does feel like that area. No, it's not Thailand. I don't think it's Thailand. But I feel like it's one of those. But I feel like it feels like a big area, and it feels like it's a lot of poorer, like, because I feel like the things aren't stable there. Like everything kind of falls. It's weird though. I don't feel like a lot of people are killed. I just feel like there's a lot of damage. I hope that, yeah. Okay. So prayers to them. And that's what I was thinking. You know, I didn't want to say it, Merida, but I did think of Pete Buttigieg. So for what it's worth, he did come to mind. Oh, but I'm not 100% on that, but that is who came to mind when I was seeing that. So, or when I got that Vice, that's who came to mind. But I don't know if that was just my mind thinking that, or if it was actually him. So, I would say maybe like 65%, I would think that it could be him. Let's see. Do you think that census was compromised? Yes, I already did the thing on the census. And somebody already said, like, because I said that DeJoy had something to do with that. I do think it will come out. I do wonder if they might redo it or something, because I just feel like it was messed with. Somebody wrote me and said it was all done by online, and I sent ours in, so I know that it was both. But DeJoy came up, so there's something, whether he just made things more difficult or I don't know, but there's something. He came up when I looked at that. It's like the census is wrong. They messed with it. DeJoy came up. That's how it came up. So I hope that answers your question. And you can, I think it's on my last video. So if you want to see like the full answer, but that's the long and the short of it. That's pretty much what it was. So, okay. So let's do a couple more. It's been about 45 minutes, I guess. So, let's do a couple more, and then, then I guess we did our thing. Okay. Well, people who have who have health issues, well, people who have not had a vaccination, who have health issues, and have advised not to by their doctors, be protected from the virus. So it's funny because I feel like they're going to take one of the one-shot ones, whether it's Johnson & Johnson, or I'm not sure what the one-shot ones are, but I feel like, because I feel like one shot, but I feel like it's tweaked, it's changed, like it's softened. There's something, they do something about it that like softens, it softens the effect of it. It's not like 90% effective, but it's like 65% or something like that. Like you're pretty protected. But I feel like something like that is coming for people that have compromised health. Oh gosh, it's like I even feel like I could like name the what it's called, but I feel like they take one of the one shots, either the first shot or like one of the one shot vaccines, and they tweak it, they soften it. That's what they keep saying. They soften it, they make it softer, so you're able to take it, and it's like it's not 100% effective, but it's enough that it protects you, and you don't have the side effects. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm getting tired. You can tell. I'm like, does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let's do one more. Okay. Who will be rated next? Jones, Flynn, or Stone? That's so weird. I got the weirdest feeling when I looked at Michael Flynn's name. That's the second time this has happened this week. So there's something with Michael Flynn coming. It could be Michael Flynn. I also think, to be honest, it could be like Don Jr. or someone like that, because I'm feeling like the next generation. I'm feeling like a generation I feel like a son, like the son. So maybe it's Michael Flynn's son, but it could be like Don Jr. or somebody like that. I don't want you guys to worry about justice coming. Yeah, Ivanka, that would be nice. Yeah, Jared, any of those guys, because it's going to come. You can see how they're working, right? It's like they're just going about their business. They're just doing their thing, and they're not going to have they're not going to tweet about it. They're not going to have these open discussions about it. It's just going to be like, we did this. This person's indicted and they're going to trial or whatever. They're just going to do stuff. They're not going to ask permission for anybody. So I feel like, don't worry. It's coming. It will be like this, where it will just kind of roll out. And then one day we'll wake up and it's like, oh, Donald Trump was arrested last night. It'll be like that. But they're working on it. It just feels like all the time they're just inching closer. So don't worry. Please don't worry. We're going to get there. It'll just take some time. There's a lot to unravel here. Look at all the players. I mean, we can't even decide who's next going to be, who's going to be rated next. So it's going to take some time, but we'll do it. Don't worry. But Flynn, there's something about that guy. There's something coming up for him. It could be, have they rated Matt Gaetz yet? It could be him. It could be, it could be a lot of people, right? Yeah. I was going to say Mr. Pillow. Could be Mr. Pillow. But yeah, so, well, good, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight and hanging out with me. We're going to be gone this weekend. We're going to venture out to an Airbnb just to not be in the house like we've been for the last year. So we're going to venture out for the weekend. But so I thought I'd do something fun tonight. But I just want to thank you guys, and I'm going to go up and say hi to everybody because that's what I want to do. So hi, Sparky and Mia. Thank you guys for coming. Melissa, Kay Scarborough, Deb Z, Marie Henson, Sharon, Lucienne. Oh, hi, Lucienne. Christine, Debbie, Kate, Roxanne, Silver. Roxanne, you sent me an article. I haven't read it yet, but I will. Silver, Michelle, my belle. Oh, that's cute. Allison, Mitchell, Waldrop. I'll just say Mitchell. Boho in Mexico, Jill Clark, Teresa Mitchell, Sharon again, Clarence. Hi, Clarence. Kevin and Sparky, Nancy Lee, Mia, Janice, BJ, Sharon, Boho, Julie, Mia, Debs, Sweetie Darling. Okay, let's see. I think I got it. Oh, Donna, Sir Karen, Freda, Lorraine, Sharon, Connie Brown, Janice, Delilah, Umatra to me, Mia, Marie, Jane, Allison, Jack, Jill, Delilah, Lama, Janice, Tisha, artist, painter, everybody, Mimi, Christine, Nancy, Lisa, Joel, Neptune's daughter. Hello. Hi, Jan. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Carol, Dawn, Sharon, Dawn, I think I got almost everybody, didn't I? Elaine, Nancy, Tiny Dancer, Jill, so I'm going to go down here. All right. Freda, Catherine, Marie, Sue, Sea Escape, Carol. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Thank you. Ethereal Material. We'll see you guys. Not this Friday, but next Friday. I'll be on with Debbie on Freebird Spirit doing celebrities again. That was really fun. So, okay. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. TGIF. And we'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks, Adam. Bye.